So somebody asked me a question the other day about this subject, and I remember doing a short video on it a long time ago, and I think it's time to update that because everything I said in that video was pretty positive, and there's a lot of good reasons, to back up why I was speaking positively about this beverage. But considering that this is such a beloved beverage for all of us, and we wake up and drink it, we drink it throughout the day, we get together with friends or family for social occasions and catch up over a cup or two. And so, we're talking about coffee, right? And this has been a controversial subject over the years. It goes way back. It's good for you, it's not good for you. Like so many things, right? Lately they're saying bananas aren't good for you. And I thought that was funny and interesting. And that's another video, because there's definitely something there to talk about. But with coffee, aside from the quality of our coffee, whether it's organic, non-organic, grown in certain regions, sprayed with so many chemicals during the process of getting it to us, from the earth to our cup, right? Regardless of all that, something that I haven't really thought about in a while is that coffee, although it has some great benefits, there's some concerns, right? And most of us, we know not to drink it too close to bedtime because it can disrupt our sleep. And what's more important than sleep? Not many things, really. So that's something we've kind of dialed in for a long time, right? Don't drink coffee too close to bedtime. It'll keep you up. But one of the things I haven't heard addressed in a while, that I had read many years ago, is how coffee leaches calcium from the bones. And, this could be serious. Usually this is something that's only addressed when dealing with people who have, say, osteoporosis, any kind of a bone degenerative disease, right? But it's worth noting, for all of us, because we're not all getting the nutrition we need necessarily. Calcium is something that, for various reasons, like other nutrients, we can not only be deficient in because we don't get enough in our diet, but we also have certain other habits, like drinking alcohol, for example, that leach minerals from our body, nutrients from our body. So not only does coffee leach minerals from our body, which is, something that needs to be considered when enjoying it, but it also pretty much ruins our energy, our natural energy, the energy that we would have if we utilized other means to feel good and have constant energy during the day versus just a pick-me-up, right? What happens is we drink coffee early in the day and then we crash later. And we kind of get stuck in this perpetual cycle of every day relying on coffee, and so we don't actually get to tune in to what our body provides for us via nutrients and sleep to boost our natural energy throughout the day. So it's important that we consider these things, while drinking coffee. Now, I'm not saying anybody should quit, and if you do want to quit, I mean, hey, that's optimal, right? You don't need coffee in your life. Some would argue on that, right? Some would be like, yes, I do need coffee in my life. You know, I know I've been on the fence about it many times, you know, for many years. Should I cut it out? Should I keep it? I'll let you know when I make that final decision. But just an informed decision, right? Informed consent is to know that it does leach calcium and minerals from our body. So while drinking it, we want to make sure that we're getting enough calcium in our diet. So whether you're supplementing with calcium, which I don't recommend personally, first and foremost, I always recommend food first. So, you know, dairy is rich in calcium, but a lot of people don't utilize dairy. So, my favorites are almonds. I love almonds. They're very rich in calcium. Something easy to add to the diet. You only need a handful of them to get a significant amount of calcium. So almonds are great. And sardines, I like sardines. I get them in olive oil. And you know, the bones are small enough in these sardines that you can eat. So you're getting a powerhouse of nutrition by eating the sardines. Not just the calcium, other nutrients as well. So yeah, just a couple easy things: cans of sardines, a handful of almonds, leafy greens. If we just make sure that our calcium levels are being attended to every day, you know, just that we're conscious of the nutritional needs that we have, especially when drinking or eating anything that would be removing those specific nutrients from our body. So not to discourage anybody from drinking coffee, especially if you're only having 1 to 2 cups a day. I think, you know, if you really enjoy it and you're taking care of yourself, you're eating right, you're managing your stress, and you're sleeping good, I would definitely keep enjoying that coffee with nutrition in mind. I hope everybody's doing good today. Have an amazing and wonderful rest of your day. Take care.